This is a Anything Goes podcast production.
Okay. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Journey of a Soul Sister podcast. I told you guys, some will be audio and some will be visual. You know, I started this podcast based off my book, Autobiography of My Life. And it's only fair to share other people's journey, people that inspire it, so you can see forward. So today, oh my gosh, you guys, let me tell y'all something. I have been trying to get this lady since I started podcasting. You got to prove yourself to her. I'm telling you, it's got to be something that is worth that while. She is definitely a queen, a goddess. She definitely transforms so many lives. Like I said, the journey of a soul sister, you start off somewhere and you become better, you transform, you grow. And this woman is the epitome of that. This woman makes everything known here in Baltimore. If you don't know her, I don't know where you've been. And if you don't like her, then that's a personal problem. That's a you problem, not a her problem. So with that being said, I'm about to swing over and give her direct eye contact. This wonderful goddess. Go ahead and introduce yourself and thank you.
Yes, thanks for having me. I am Tanya of oh my God.
It's
Okay.
okay.
So I am Tanya, owner of Supreme Fitness. Happy to be here. Thanks for having
Oh my
me.
gosh, thank you so much
It's
for
been a little
coming.
back and forth, a little long
It's
road
sure
coming, but I'm
You
here.
said a long road coming.
Long road.
Let me let everybody know exactly when she says long road. I'm gonna say almost 3 years. So that's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, she's
It's-
correct.
Yes. And what I tell everybody, persistence is the key. Show what you got, produce results, and keep doing. And if it's for you, it's going to be for you.
Absolutely.
So you say you're the owner of Supreme Fitness.
Yes.
Could you drop your Instagram handles for everyone that's watching?
Yes, gladly. So I am, it's great to be me. That's it's great with the number 2, one letter B, me on Instagram. Also, I am Supreme Fitness online. On Instagram, I'm also Supreme Fitness _ training on Instagram. I'm trying to hit you all kinds of ways. My personal page, and I have two business pages. So
Listen to this, you guys. I'm sorry. She was just so humble with it. Like, yes, I am that. I'll hit you all kind of ways. I do this. If you don't tell them, first of all, I am a female trainer, number 1. I am a female Black trainer, number 2.
I am.
I look damn good, number 3.
Girl, I do.
Okay, and number 4, she has what? Her business? She's not only has a business that's people's health, physically, mentally, emotionally. It's like that thing. If you look good on the outside, you're gonna feel good in the inside.
Absolutely.
And I just see you, and I just be like, dang, I need to stop slacking.
Girl, you look good, first of all.
Duh.
The thing about fitness is I love what I do. I love it. When you start to get older, and I don't know how old you are exactly.
Take a guess.
I hate guessing because you know why? I don't ever feel like you are your age. You are
That's
your
true.
energy. You know what I mean? But if I had to guess, I'm going to go ahead and say 29.
Girl, for real.
Yes.
Thank you. No, my son about to be 20. I'm 35.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I know
look
you
really good.
Thank you. I know you're not about to say, oh, wow.
I'm still like, oh, wow.
You are a whole granny out here. And does she look like a granny, you
I'm a
guys?
granny, y'all.
Stop playing.
So
and grown
proud
kids.
of it. So proud of it, too. Like, oh, my. You know what's crazy? Actually became a granny around your age.
Fair.
And at first, I was just like, oh, my God, is this real? Is somebody going to be like grandma? Girl, but when I met them, I was like, wow, call me anything you want. Like, it's Mimi that they call me, but you can call me grandma just because it's a title now that I wear like a badge of honor.
That's amazing.
You know what I mean? Because I feel like grandmothers are so special.
That's amazing. I never got that opportunity to like have a relationship with my grandmother.
Yeah.
Both of them passed away before I was born. One died a month before I was born, and one died when my father was like a
So
kid.
you have guardian angels.
So that's what I was getting ready to say. They probably threw me some kind of way.
Oh, yeah, you vibrate high, so I'm sure you rendezvous with them, and they watch over you.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you doing their bodies, right? What made you get into it? You said you love it.
I love it so much. I got into it because, believe it or not, my mom died at age 49 from diabetes.
Okay.
So when I turned 40, I was kind of like, I don't want to die. I don't want to die in my 40s. I don't want to leave my kids. I don't want to just be living.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of people are like, oh, well, you got to die from something. And I'm not that person. I want to be here. If I'm going to be here, I want to be living vibrant. I want to be able to run. I want to jump. I want to feel good. I want to look good. I don't just want to be here.
That's so deep.
So at 40, it was like, you know what? Get your shit together. Try something different. Work out. Eat healthy. And I had already been trying to change my eating because, like I said, my mom died from diabetes. So I was kind of like, diabetes of all things in the world. I feel like that's so preventable. You know what I mean?
It is.
So I wanted to test it
Okay.
just to see because a lot of people in my family had it. As soon as they turned 30 and 35, it's like, oh, yeah, we have diabetes and we're on high blood pressure medicine. I wanted something different for myself and for my family. So I started eating healthy. And then I was like, wait a minute. I think I want a flat stomach to go with this healthy eating.
Listen, I need to get
Then
that
I wanted
stomach.
a muscle or two. You know what I mean? So I started going for it. And to be honest, it was my son. My son, who is my partner. He was like, Ma, work out with me. You know, he was already working out. This boy had a six pack. He was the only one in the house with a six pack. He was like, how would you get that? Like, you're a kid. Like, what are you doing with that? So he started training me.
Wow.
Yeah, my son.
So
started
your
training
son
me.
inspired you and
He
got
did-
you
oh my
started.
goodness. And he's
Shout
still
out to kids.
inspiring me
Oh
to
my
this day.
gosh.
The crazy thing is my kids are my inspiration. Everything that they do, it's like, wow, I want to do that too. And I do.
That
I follow the footsteps of my kids.
So it's safe to say for anyone who's struggling, because you know that thing they always say, parents lead the way, we set the
Yeah, no,
example,
parents are
kids don't
learning.
know what they're talking about.
Parents are actually learning from their kids.
Thank you.
You know, parents, one thing about us, I think that we start to live our life. We start paying bills. We start forgetting that there's fun out here. There's excitement. But your kids, they hold on to that. You know, they're still young. They hold on to that. And you want to be a part of that. So you want to follow your kids. They are actually your teachers.
That's a fact. That
Your
is
kids are your teachers. And all the important things that you learn in life, you're probably going to learn from your kids.
I agree with that 100%.
Yeah.
So you started training with your son, you were getting fitness, and you started seeing the transformation in your body,
Yes.
right? What was the next step to say, you know what? I need to help others. And now that I have this gift, where did it go off in your head to be like,
It didn't at first. It was kind of like people were seeing the results and they were like, oh, train me, train me. And I'm like, I'm not a trainer. At the time, I was working as an accountant for Hopkins. I was actually, right. I was actually going to school for nutrition. So, like I said, I wanted to change, you know, that part. And people were saying, no, but I see that you're getting abs. Like, I want to train with you. And I'm like, I'm not a trainer. I'm sorry. Then I had my one cousin who said, listen, I have a trainer. I'm not getting any results. And if you train me, I'll pay you what I'm paying him. And I'm like, it's not bad. What are you
I
paying
ain't
him?
gonna say no money. What's
Right. And the price sounded good. I'm like, okay, well, let's just try it. 30 days, she had results.
Oh,
30 days, she lost weight. She looked different. And I said, well, damn, I'm good at this.
yes,
Like,
black
girl,
girl, black girl.
So once I figured out I can be good at this, I started learning it more. Because now if I'm going to be good at it, I need to know a lot about it. I need to work on my craft because now this is becoming my craft. So now I want to know what works and what doesn't work. And all the trial and error was on myself.
Okay.
But it was, you know, I had a lot of learning to do, and I'm still learning right now, but it's such a good journey because it's like I'm learning with myself, I'm learning with my clients, but all the while we are gaining like so much from this, like so much knowledge of self. Because when you start to do things like work out, people think it's changing your body, but it's actually helping your mind also.
That is so true.
And it's like, wow, my mind is clear. This feels good. Eating good food feels good. You just start to get lost in that. And that's what I did. I was lost in it and I loved everything about it, and I still do. So, yeah, right now I am still going for it. I'm going to be doing this for a long time.
For a long time until your body say you can't do it.
Yeah,
no
I'm going to
more.
be doing this for a long time.
I think you should continue to do that. So you started picking up. When around the time your clientele started picking up? Because you had, like you said, you had your cousin, got paid in 30 days. She loved the way she looked. She was amazing.
Yes.
It does something to you when you get your first
It
client. It does give you that high. So you're like, okay, is it going to happen to the next one? Is the next one? How long did it take before you got that next one?
That next one was a word of mouth, and yeah, and it happened with the next one, and it just continued, and it's still
See?
happening. It's still
See?
happening. So, yeah, I love it. I love it. I mean, I know a lot of people say they love what they do, but I love what I do. I feel like I'm a lot of, if you talk to my clients though, the weird thing is a lot of them will say it's not the workout that I'm coming for.
It's the person.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's us kind of getting together and co-creating together.
I like that. I like that. I would say one of my experiences, right, when I had a trainer. So it was a guy trainer. I was very naive. So when you sign up for a trainer, you have no idea what you're signing up for, right?
Right.
They just say, hey, I could do this. Meet me here. We got this done. So I went. I was like, all right, well, these workouts okay. But I told you my problem areas, right, that I
Right.
want to work on. Why are you making me do this? Does this connect? Like, it didn't make sense to me. So I initially like quit. I was like, I'm not doing this anymore because it's not making sense. You got me doing what everybody else doing. And I'm telling you what I want to do. So if you have a client like me and I come in and say, hey, I always gain weight in my midsection, my butt get out of control at times, and I'm very, very weak with like upper body strength, what would be something you would tell me to make me be like, okay, we can do this?
Well, I would first tell you that it's diet. You know what I mean? For guts, that your stomach. That's all diet. It's all diet. You don't have to like work so hard that you're killing yourself.
Okay.
But it's you have to make sure you're eating clean.
And when you
Because
say
are
eating
what you eat.
clean, if you say eating clean, tell people exactly what that means. Because, you know, sometimes they're like, what do you mean eating clean? Let them know.
So, I will say this. I am vegan. So I won't say that you're eating dirty if you're not vegan, but some kind of are. It's like, no.
Trust me, I understand.
But no,
Trust
I'm
me.
vegan. But my clients are not. Some are, some are not. But I do provide meal plans. We
Y'all
do
hear
that.
that?
That's a service that we do, and they're custom meal plans. So if you say, I want to do the right thing, but sometimes I like Oreos. Right? We're going to say, okay, we're going to fit that into your macros. So you might not be able to eat a pack of Oreos. You may be able to eat two. But that's what you have to learn, the discipline of what you can have and what's going to work for your body and what's going to work for you. So learning that discipline will take you way further than just guessing and trying to
Trying to
eat
figure
everything.
it out. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That is so true.
You don't, because a lot of people say, I don't want to deprive myself, which is kind of weird because you're never really depriving yourself from anything. You can have anything you want, but you can't always throw moderation around to people either. Because
That's true.
people knew moderation, you know what I
We
mean?
wouldn't have some of the issues that we do have. And
Exactly.
but it's so hard to break people from certain habits. So I've been pescatarian, and this year I haven't eaten a lot of seafood, but I've been cut out like all dairy products for about 4 years now.
That's great.
Pork, I can't even remember the last time I ate pork. My daughter's 13. Yeah, so probably like right around the time she was born. I don't eat chicken or fish. I eat fish, but no chicken, no beef. I haven't done that in 4 years. I'm very cautious, like if it's mac and cheese, okay, what kind of cheese is in
Right.
this mac and cheese? So I get all of that. So now I'm like, okay, I think I want to just go ahead and cut the seafood out. And I started slowly but surely like getting myself up because, we're from Baltimore and it's like
Girl.
shrimp and
Okay.
crabs and we're just so accustomed to it. So we've always been programmed to, and I always say programmed and trained when
Definitely
it comes to
programmed.
the food. How do you break them, like that mental cycle? Because that is a battle. Like I think that was the most hardest. We going to your family house and it's Thanksgiving or it's Christmas and they like, yeah, I'm cooking this. You want some of these biscuits? And you're like, okay, that's yeast. What kind of dough you put in there? You had to put an egg in there. So now they don't invite me. But anyway,
You know
how
what's
do you break
funny,
it?
though? I became vegan over crabs.
Really? Tell me.
I'll never forget. I was at Sugar Ray's. It was Crab Night Thursday.
Shout out to Sugar Ray.
Shout out Sugar Ray. So I had the crabs in front of me, and my son walked over. He does hookah at Sugar Ray's. He said, Mom, don't eat those. And I said, what do you mean? I'm from Baltimore. I can stop the beef and I can stop this, but I have to eat crabs. This is what we do.
Yes.
And he kept on saying, Mom, don't eat that crab. But we had previously seen a video of a crab trying to get away from a lady. A lady was making live crabs. The crab was trying to get away. She was like, oh, no, you're going to die today. But the crab was trying to get away. Everybody was laughing, but I was the only one like, oh, my God, that crab don't want to die. He
That's
don't
true.
want to die so
And they
you
do
can
run.
eat.
They do right.
Yeah, he was trying to get away. And I don't know, that video popped in my head. And then I just was like, okay, Eve, which was the server. I said, take the crabs away. And my son was like, oh. And that was it. After that day, I was vegan. It was weird.
See, that's amazing. That's amazing. I wonder when people have that epiphany. Like, it's slow. I'm telling you, it's really slow for
Oh,
me.
yeah. Well,
Like, slow.
so imagine, though, that you have been doing something that you did not elect to do before you were even born.
True.
So you in the womb eating meat. So you're not gonna just be like, oh, I'm done with it. It's a process, but it's possible.
Everything is obtainable, especially if you have like a strong accountability group. So would you say you guys offer that for all of your clients?
Oh, absolutely.
Look at that.
Absolutely. Yes. You can
Absolutely.
call me anytime. And when I say accountability, I don't mean just realizing and then making changes, being really accountable. Because a lot of people like to say, I'm being accountable. I realize what I'm doing. Okay, now what?
What's the action behind it?
Yes, because
know,
now there has to
yeah.
be some action behind it. Like, and it's all about what you want. If you say you want this, now you have to figure out how to make this work. This thing that you say you want.
That is so.
It ain't coming
Now
to
y'all
get
see
you.
why I asked her to come on. I'm trying to tell you she is amazing.
Thank you so
Hello.
much. Thank you so
are
much.
really amazing. So what are some of those things that you say to some of your clients where you know they slacking off, right? And you said that to them. So how do you give them tough love? Quotation marks for those who are listening, because this is also audio. What do you say? Because you know you have such this big energy. The first time I met you, so let me rewind this. The first time I met you, if I'm not mistaken, it may have been at Sugar Ray's,
Okay.
right? And you was behind the bar.
Okay.
And I was like, let me get a double shot of Henny. That's exactly what I had to. And you was like, all right, honey, right? And you was like, hey, girl, you look good. Here you go. And I was like, I don't know if she's doing this for her job or she just trying to be nice. And then I felt like the energy. And I was just like, oh, she's cool. So I came back again just to get another shot. But I didn't need another shot, to be honest. But I did. And I was like, okay. And he was like, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. And normally, like when you give bartenders or anybody something, they just say thank you or to keep it moving, or they're trying to rush to the next person. You made me feel special in that one interaction. And then I was like, all right, well, let me look up some stuff. And then this boot camp thing had came across Instagram, and I was like, we should go. So I called two of my other friends, and I was like, come on, let's go to the boot camp. And it was outside on that thing, I forgot, parking lot thing.
Yeah.
And we got there, then you had the videographer there, and I was like, what in the world is going on? This a movie?
Girl.
Right? And then you just came out there with the energy. And then it wasn't like, okay, we're going to do boom straight. It was like a build up, like boom, boom, boom. So your energy itself would like drew me in. So if anybody is looking for like positive people to be around, to do a change, not only that, like hit her up. I'm not telling you got to be her friend, but I am telling you, you can learn something from everybody. So I learned that from that day, from your energy and how to like interact with people, because certain things, like you said, you notice what you're doing in yourself, but what is the action behind it, right? How do you align yourself with people that can give you that same energy, and it doesn't have to be someone every single day? So for that, I just want to say thank you, because positive energy is the best.
Yes.
But give me a real bad example of negative energy towards like your clients that you had. We are in Baltimore now, so I know you've had some, like one case. You don't have to say no names, nothing like that. But any negative interaction, you was like, hey, I can't be your trainer anymore. Like, who you fire? Because I know you fire people.
No.
You didn't?
No, I've never. And I'm going to tell you why. And I realized, you know how you said at the bar, I told you I appreciate you?
Yes.
So that's another word for love. But it doesn't come with so many conditions.
That is a fact.
So I love to tell people that I appreciate them so they'll feel it. You know what I mean? If I say I loved you and you didn't even know me, you look at me like I was crazy.
You're like, why you love me? You don't know me.
Yeah. But if I tell you I appreciate you, which to me is higher than love, an appreciation for somebody and their presence. So what I try to do is, no, I'm sorry, not what I try. What I do is law of attraction. I practice it. So if I'm putting this energy out, it has to be returned to me in every way possible. I'm putting it out so I can get it back. I need it back. I'm not giving out anything I don't want back. So I'm giving you kindness. I'm giving you appreciation. I'm giving you everything that makes you feel good, because at the end of the day, everybody's searching for a feeling.
Let me tell y'all something. I got to say it one more time. Do y'all see why I was chasing this lady for like 3 years? And I kept saying, I'm going to get her on my show. Like, I literally have like a whiteboard. Like, so people I want to interview, people I feel like I need to get to know, or then see how I can grow, right?
Yes.
And then I was like, I'm going to get her. I'm going to get her. And when you finally was like, okay, I will do it, I was like, see? Manifestation.
Absolutely.
Manifestation.
Absolutely. Manifest it, align with it, it becomes. So, what I was going to say is I think that I'm just attracting other people that's like myself, and I love it
Yes.
so much because I do hear people complaining about a lot of different things, and it's like so oblivious to me because I'm like, I'm not experiencing that at all, like ever. And one of my friends thought I was crazy because I said I don't want to just train anybody, and sometimes there's slow points, and I don't get discouraged because I'm like, I know my people are coming, my tribe. I don't just want people around me because why? I want the people for me, the people that are going to connect with me, the people that are going to learn from me, the people that I'm going to learn from. Crazy. I learned so much from people. Like,
We do.
I mean, like, I learn a lot. Like, and I take that in. I want to learn. You know what I mean? I want to become like different all the time. So I'm around those people.
So it's safe to
Purposely.
say to people that it's not about the money. It's about your energy that you're bringing and that we can grow together, right? And
Yes,
take it to
yes,
the next step.
yes, yes.
So it's safe to say that. So anyone's doing anything that they love, right? Like we all want to get paid for anything that we do. That's true. But it's true in my book. I say that money is the root of all evil all the time because it kind of corrupts like how we do things. But for you to come in and say, hey, listen, I don't want any client, even if you're trying to pay me all this money, because you can have a real negative client. Every time you come to train them, it's like you're draining. And people don't understand when you are around some type of that energy, it drains you. And you wonder why you upset and ain't nothing happened to you
And
all
guess
day.
what? Ain't nothing serious going on in this life. We're not making that out alive.
We just
So the
having a
thing
human
is,
experience.
it's just about having fun. Exactly. Everything is about a human experience. We're having this experience. What are we learning from it? How are we growing from it?
So I ain't got to
That's
come
it.
back. Hello. I want to learn my lesson right now.
Okay.
So that way I ain't got to come back and everybody else can come back if y'all want to, but not me. That's what I want to do. I always tell people it is not happening to me. It's happening for me or around me. And it's not a me problem. Sometimes it's a you problem. So I always like try to tell myself that every single day because let me tell you,
The truth. That's
this
good.
journey has been no joke. And that's why this podcast is called The Journey of a Soul Sister. Because I'm pretty sure before you got to where you were and not where you are and where you're going, there was bumps in the road.
Oh yeah.
Like you said, you was working for Hopkins and healthcare and accounting and nutrition. But look how you're able to do your own accounting for your own business.
Absolutely.
Look how now that you can actually teach other people how to eat clean or healthier.
Yes.
And you doing a business with your son. Like, how does that feel?
Amazing. Amazing. He's smart. He's bright. He's the one. You know what I
That's the
mean? He's
dream.
the one.
That is the dream.
He's so knowledgeable about this business. He's a lot better than I am as far as just being on top of shit.
I know that's right.
And I love that for him. I love that for us because that's what we need. Us, him and I. Like somebody got to be the one. It's him.
So you guys play off each other's strengths.
We do.
That's what
we
I'm
do. Like, and we're so much alike. Like if people are around us, they be like, y'all need a reality show. Like 'cause we be going back and forth sometimes, and it's really funny to see. But the respect is there. The love is there, and we're just so much like each other.
Your face light up so much that you talk
Girl.
about him. Like you were smiling at first, but then like now you talking about your
Yeah,
baby.
'cause it's
I
like-
know that feeling.
Yeah, all my kids are so special to me. Like they bring so much to me that it's like, where'd you come from?
You
You know what I mean? Like how sometimes I look at them like, wow, y'all are amazing. Like they are so much more than I ever thought they would be.
That's true. I can
Like
definitely relate to that.
I didn't think they would be losers, but Jesus,
The way
these
they
kids are
outshine.
amazing. Like they're just they're out here really doing their thing. Like they all are entrepreneurs. All my
Oh,
kids.
that's right.
I mean, I guess it's in their DNA to be a certain kind of way.
I was getting ready to say that, and it's probably, ancestors before then. I don't know how deep you know about that. but
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't
for
even wanna
sure.
Go. Okay.
Oh, yeah,
And then they're
for
just
sure.
coming back and then showing that's just a testament that you allow them to like spread their wings, like spread them,
Yeah.
like let them be who they are. I think the only tip that I give other parents or for myself, like you said, you let your kids lead and teach you things. My thing is let them be who they are. If you see something in their strong suit, then honor that for them. Don't make them do something that they don't want to do.
Oh my God.
The way the society is set up for workers and not people to be free. So my oldest son, like the whole thing what he wanted to do, he told me like, "Ma, that's not what I'm doing. I'm gonna do what I want to do." And he actually inspired me to get more deeper into podcasting and films and writing my book and
Okay.
things like that because he was already doing it. And the same school that denied me because I was pregnant with him, when it was time to go around for high school, he auditioned and got in.
Wow.
Right, and you see how the universe
Yeah.
works and how that happens.
I
So
love that.
totally agree with you when you say your kids, they all bring something special, but that's a testament of you letting them be who they are and not putting the
Have to.
worldly pressure.
Thank you so much for saying that. Could you imagine that there are kids, right? And their parents are like, I need you to get a good education. I need you to go to college and I need you to get a good job. And guess what? None of these things worked for them.
That's
But they are pushing this on their kid, making the kids see the world through their eyes, what they didn't do, what they couldn't accomplish, instead of saying, what do you like? What's fun for you?
That's true.
What feels good to you? What comes natural to you? Because so many kids' gifts are like swept under the rug for
Yes.
education.
Because-
and I don't want to act like education is nothing, but
Yeah, it kind of gets you in a lot of that and a lot
Girl,
of trouble, by the way.
okay.
And then I honestly believe with parents pressuring their children or society pressures, let's just say worldly things, that's why mental illness is so real.
absolutely.
In my opinion, I'm not a doctor, but from experience and seeing things, I think it's more of that depression because you can't be free. Like you're boxed in.
Be free.
Can't be free. So I don't believe in boxes and I don't believe in circles.
right.
That's just me. We everywhere. We free flowing. They be like, you have to narrow it down. Like, I ain't got to know shit.
That's right.
Like,
Ever.
whatever I want to do is what I'm going to do.
Absolutely.
And that's what worked for me, for your children. So I've been snooping. I'm on Instagram. I do follow your son. Would you like to tell everybody that what he just recently entered the competition and
yes.
won?
So yes, he won. He won first place.
Woo!
In his first competition.
Now that's
So
evil.
yeah, he took first place in his how do you call it? In his
Like bodybuilding?
yeah, because there's different
I don't know the name of
classes
it. Please don't kill us.
Right, yeah, I'm sorry, son. It's different classes of it. So he did first place for his first competition. For the second competition, he did second place. So he has another one coming up in March. But man, listen, I seen him transform his body so fast. I was so impressed. I was like, wow.
Yeah, he got
But
to
yeah,
give the recipe
and this is
out.
all vegan muscles, okay?
Yes.
Vegan muscles.
Yeah, so that was another thing after the workout, right? Which I was also impressed about because we all worked out and everything was cool. And he was like, yeah, we got the food for y'all right here.
He's
And
a
I'm
vegan
like-
chef.
I said, the food ready? I was like, yes. So then it was a brand of coconut water. Dang, I can't think of the name of it, but I remember the can that he had.
Yep, he had that.
And he had gave me this can. I had drunk that coconut water. I ain't never drunk this brand before. Ever since then, I was looking everywhere for that damn brand of coconut water. But that impressed me that you guys not only worked us out, made sure we were good, but also gave us good food after.
Yes.
So who came up with that to do the meal prepping and give people healthy food as well?
Energy. Okay, so then I'm saying that because, so he stopped cooking, but he just started cooking again. Literally. So he just posted the juices. He just posted that he's going to be doing meal prepping menu. That's his idea. Being vegan, wanting really good food, wanting,
hard.
at first we kind of wanted some familiar foods, but then we said, wait, we want to open our palate a little bit. We want something different that's healthy, that's great, that we'll love. So he started coming up with all these concepts, sweet potato biscuits and this and that.
Oh, that's right.
Oh my God, amazing.
Them meatballs was good. Though.
Okay. That's
Well,
one of his
meatless
signature,
meatballs.
right? Meatless meatballs. That's one of his signature things, the meatballs. So he does all the catering for events we have. We have a Christmas
that's
party coming up. He'll be
amazing.
catering it. He will be starting to do meal prep again for a selected few clients. That way they'll stay on track with what they need to have for their daily meals and stuff like that. He does juice blends for fat burning, for energy, for cleanses. I mean, he does so much, and he studies this stuff, and he comes up with it on his own, and he'll run it by me, and I'm like, yeah, great, son, I love it. And
We're going to run with it.
yeah,
Let's
we're
go.
gonna run with it.
Trust
Let's go.
your
That's
vision.
it. Yes, that's it. I trust his vision. Thank you. I love that. I trust his
Trust his
vision.
vision.
I trust his vision for everything because this man had visions for me. Ma,
That's
don't eat that
amazing.
crab, you know? So it's like,
That's amazing. That is so amazing. And you listened. So it's
I
a difference.
listened.
You listen and you allow him to follow.
Yes.
And that's a testament to your character. Not only are you a leader, not only are you making way for other women or men, whoever want to train, she'll train anybody.
I will.
Not anybody as far as energy, but if you fit the bill, she will train you,
Yes.
male or female, doesn't matter your sex. That's a testament to a true leader because you are able to be a student when it is time.
Yes.
So I really appreciate that. So then I saw that you guys had launched your website and then it was like a gym.
Yes.
And so let's explain it because you were working it out, girl. In the basement had the little mirrors,
Okay.
the music. Hold up. I said I'm going to hit you up because I do want to do the poll. So when I get my man, I'll be all right.
Okay.
I can show a little something. But until then, I see that you do all those things. When did that come from? Like, you know what? I got to stop doing it here and let's just get this building. Like, when did that come?
It was always in my head. It was always in my head. It was always in my heart. It was always something I wanted. I knew that it was coming. I didn't know how. I didn't know when. But I knew it was coming, you know, because it was like it's that next thing. Like, I started training at Planet Fitness. I'm just like, hey, girl, meet me here. You know? No, actually, I started at my job at Hopkins because we had a state-of-the-art gym.
What?
On my lunch break, my managers knew, everybody knew that this is what I did. They knew on my lunch break I might be training a client. They knew first thing in the AM, I'm checking my emails and then I'm hitting the gym. Then I'll get back to the work for you guys. Because look, this job has to work for both of us.
Yes.
Okay? So I did that. I opened an assisted living with my son.
Okay.
COVID happened. And it was kind of like they were getting sick. A lot was happening. And I was just like, I don't want to do this anymore. I love the elderly, but it's like, I want to get people healthy. I don't want to feed them meds all day. So we closed that down. And I used that same house I was renting for the assisted living to start training.
I know that's right.
So I got the assisted living upstairs. I'm training in the basement. Now I'm closing the assisted living and I'm adding mirrors upstairs. And now I'm training upstairs. And now this whole house is just a little fitness complex.
We're just going to work out.
Girl, I done rented the upstairs to my girlfriend who does lashes. And we got this whole little thing going on. You can get your lashes done. You can get worked out. My son is in the kitchen cooking. Or you can buy food.
This is what I'm...
So that's what we did.
And I love that. I love that. And the reason why I have to just cut you real quick to say that I love that, because that's not even just a dream, but that is the goal, right? To give back. So it's like, hey, that open hand policy. I reach, take one, come with me.
Yes.
Next one. I'm telling you, I'm teaching you this. I'm bringing you on because the hope is you bring the next person.
That's right. Yes.
And it's so hard, especially being here in Baltimore. And I got to keep saying here in Baltimore because our people, it's like, hey, it's us versus them, or I'm the shit, we don't need to talk to them, or we don't need to do that. So it's very refreshing when you be around like-minded individuals with the same energy. It's just like, hey, I don't care who you is. You could be the popular, the lowest of the lowest.
Okay.
If your energy is right with me, we're good. We're going to grow. We're going to keep moving forward. So my thing is, anybody that I ever interview, anybody that I talk to, and some other people in business, I tell them, you say you want to play the game, right? How you going to win the game if you don't play the game? That's
right.
Number one. And then number two, okay, we're all great. You keep getting in your own way. Are we going to be the solution? Or are you going to keep being the problem? And that's my thing, right?
And it's only two.
Crazy.
It's only two. A problem or a solution.
Yes.
There's no problem solver, no problem solving. Yes. And the reason that is so is because a problem and a solution are two different vibrations.
Yes.
And it's hard explaining that to people that don't get it because they be like, I'm a problem solver.
Well, still.
No, you're not. You're not. You're not. Either you are the problem or you are the solution. That's it. But they're two different vibrations because normally the problem is on a different vibration than... You know, it's two sides to everything.
Everything.
So that problem is on a different vibration than the solution would be. When you get to the solution, you're going to feel different. You know what I mean?
I know.
The problem feels different than the solution.
And then you realize the problem, was it really a real big problem? Or was it just my ego or my pride because I was weak in other ways? So I wanted to mask it to feed my own soul so I can look like I'm superior of you or I don't need to deal. And actually, I could have just learned from you and you could have learned from me.
Yes.
Like, that's how I look at it. And then I saw your gym. I was like, go ahead, girl. I was like, yes, like, I'm screaming from my phone. My daughter runs in the room and she's like, "Ma, why are you screaming?" I said, "Because you don't understand. I've been following this lady." And I just started like sliding my phone up. And she was like, "Oh, she look good. Oh, she work out." And then my daughter was like, "Ma, she got a pole." And I was like, "I know, girl, that's adult stuff." But
Right.
again, I'm just so excited. Like, how did it feel when you was like, "Hey, this is it. We are in this building." Like,
Girl,
how did it feel for you?
it took a minute for me to process it because like I said, I knew it was going to happen. But there was this one day when I was in there by myself and I was just like, wow,
Did you cry?
what? Cried, screamed, shouted, jumped up and down, kind of went down to the floor and just was like, thank you.
Oh, that's amazing.
Like, I'm just grateful, like, grateful. I mean, you can probably feel right now how,
oh yeah.
just like, the gratefulness was just like overwhelming because it was like, wow, this is happening.
Yes.
Not only is it happening, I knew it was going to happen. So if I knew that this was going to happen, what else is happening?
Well, you already know. You expanding.
Exactly.
You're still growing.
And it's like
are watching. People are watching. You had no idea that me was watching you.
Right.
Using me as an example for 3 years. And I'm never like, oh, shy struck or anything like that. I will tell you if I feel someone is doing great or what I see and what I portray or what I feel when I had met you, it made sense.
Yeah.
So if I've been watching you for 3 years, who else is watching, right? Who else wants to be around your energy? Who else wants to learn from you? Who else are you going to teach to bring up underneath you for that to happen? Hello, it happened because it was supposed to happen. You see it, you felt it, you believed it. We are our own masters of our own creation.
We are creators. We are direct connection to source energy.
Woo.
We are direct connection. So because of that, we possess the powers to create our own world.
Mm-hmm.
We basically have the energies to create worlds.
Then that's what people don't understand, because when you are stuck in survival mode, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you are conditioned and programmed, how do you see the other side? How do you change it, right? So that's always me, like, okay, I am going to be the solution. I'm going to tell my stories.
Right.
If I tell my stories and like I don't look like what I've been through, woo, hallelujah. Okay,
Yes.
right? Come on, the Most High.
Mm-hmm.
However, people's lives change
Right.
because we always show you the end product,
Mm-hmm.
but never the beginning.
Right.
So it's like, how do you keep spreading that to other people? How can you radiate your energy to other people?
You know what, though, I found out, though? People do always see the end product, and that's great, but I found out it's the journey. It's
Journey
the
of a soul
journey.
sister. Hint, hint.
It's the journey. It's not even the destination, because guess what? Once you're at the destination, that's it. It's over. Now it's the next thing. It's the journey. It's the process of it. It's how you feel going through it. It's what you're learning. It's what you're gaining. It's what you're losing. It's everything is the journey.
Mm-hmm.
It's the journey. And how you feel on that journey will determine what's happening on the next part of your journey.
That's a fact.
If you are grateful and satisfied but eager for more. You know what I mean? A lot of people are never satisfied.
That's true.
And that might sound crazy because people you should never be just satisfied. You do. You have to be satisfied. You have to come from I always like to give people this example because a lot of people, I look on Instagram, it's Monday AM and people are like, gotta go back to this job. So I like to say, okay, listen to these two things and feel the difference. I cannot stand this job. I hate it. I can't wait till I get a new job. I need more money. Mm-hmm. Second person, this job is okay, but you know what? I do need more money. So I'm going to continue working here, but I'll still look.
That's true.
Feel the difference.
That's
Somebody's already grateful for what they have. They just want more. Somebody is really not satisfied.
That is so true.
So you can't get there from there. You have to already be satisfied with your life, with everything, knowing that there is more waiting for you. More is going to happen, but already be satisfied. Don't feel like, you're not already winning. You're not already there. When you feel like you're already there, that's when you know you're on your way to bigger and better things because you're already living in that feeling. You're already walking in it. But if you can't feel it, you can't make it real to yourself. I tell my clients that, can you visualize yourself having a better body, having a healthy body? Can you see that? Because I see it for you. If I can see it, you got to be able to visualize that. And once you can, hold that picture in your mind, hold it live in your vibration, and watch how you vibrate toward it. And everything is going to fall in place for you to have it.
Yes. Oh my
Everything.
gosh. Oh my goodness.
And that works with everything.
Everything. Yes.
Right?
And that's so funny that you use the job reference, right? So I'm very transparent on this platform with everyone. So I still work my 9 to 5. So like probably a couple weeks ago, I was just like, I hate this damn job. Like I said, why the F am I here? Like I was so mad. Like I was going through all these different emotions, right? And then I was like, what is going on with you? Now you are allowing yourself to vibrate in this lower vibration, right? So as soon as you walk in that door, you feel like it's just so down. But last week I took a different approach, right? I keep saying, I'm one interview away. I am one step away. I am almost out this door. I'm going to do what I got to do for these 8 hours and then I have to go, right? Yeah. And just keep it. And my last week was pleasant.
Yes. You know why?
And I totally forgot. Like I do that in everything else, but the work, that environment, I allowed myself to drop down when I walked in there for those 8 hours, to the point where, so when I leave out, I'm the happiest person in the world. I'm doing the most craziest things. I'm doing what I love, my passion, my other business. I'm like, yeah, I can do this. But I allowed myself to think like that. So I had the worst experiences for the week. But when I changed it, and that's just so funny you said that, because it's exactly what just happened to me. Like,
and that's
literally
how it goes, though. You know, we literally are waking up every day making decisions on our life, on how we want to feel. Like some people are waking up and the first thing they're doing is thinking about yesterday. What happened yesterday, the thing that they can't even change, the thing that irritated them, the thing that made them feel sad, but they continuously thinking about it. Why are you choosing that feeling? Choose a good feeling. There's so many things to feel good about. Like, what makes you feel good? What makes you really go for that feeling? Because everything is a feeling.
That is so true. And also in the morning, like if I could tell anyone, at first I used to hear like the alarm clock, like ding, ding, ding. And I would feel so frantic when I wake up, right? And I'm like, hey, let me hurry up, get this, you know, because I'm on this type of clock. But then now it's like one of my favorite songs that motivate me in the morning come on as my alarm.
Yes,
right?
mine.
Right?
Yes. I love that.
I love it.
You startled back into reality.
Yes. And I'm slowly, and instead of just rushing completely out of the bed now, before I even open up my eyes, I'm wiggling my toes. And I start from my feet.
I love it.
I come all the way up and then I breathe. And I'm like, all right, it's time to get up.
Oh my God, I love
and
that.
And I do
so
not feel bad.
much.
I don't feel bad.
So
I
look,
great.
When you are asleep, that is when your vibration is just at rest. Everything is at rest. There's no resistance.
None.
There's nothing happening. You're just really at rest. So imagine an alarm clock like, now you're startled into reality, because your sleep state is not your reality. No, you're in a sleep state. You're in resting mode.
And I may be somewhere else. Now you didn't yank me out of one of my daggone universes.
Okay?
Okay.
And now you're startled
time.
into reality. And I recommend people do that. Something soft, something soothing. Don't jump out of bed. Lay there extra 10 minutes if you can. Just bask in the goodness of waking up in your own bed, the feeling of it.
Yes.
Sheets, your limbs, everything that you're doing.
Everything.
And start your day that way and see how it goes.
It makes me feel so much better compared to what I was feeling. And then I even changed the way that I wake up my kids once I started doing that, right?
Oh my goodness.
Because
girl,
when you wake up in the morning, like, come on, all right, everybody, that's da, 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 da. I'd be like, you are still in the bathroom. Like, you know, it's like crazy things. So now it's like when I wake them up, I'd be like, all right, so one of my daughters is brown skin, the other one is like caramel. So I always say to my brown skin daughter, because colorism is real and how people be saying it, she does come back and say certain things, and she's made comments like, well, why are you so light and I'm so dark? And I'm like, your dad and your skin is so gorgeous. Right. Oh, I wish I had your skin. Like, I say stuff like that to her all the time. So for her, I wake her up, I say, my beautiful little queen, my gorgeous brown one. Then my other one, I say, my superstar, my gorgeous. Can y'all wake up? Can you wake up? And 95% of the time, they wake up great. Now, sometimes they get little attitudes, smell their little self, but it is. And even waking them up is great. And even me talking to them saying, hey, I appreciate what you did today. Thank you for taking the trash out. And when I say that to them, my mom like, well, who you raising? And I said,
Queens.
My kids. And I'm telling them, thank you. And she was like, well, if you tell them to go do something, they should just do it. But we keep forgetting, like, I don't own them.
You don't.
And I can't really run them.
You can't.
Because they're going to do what they want to do regardless. And that energy. And I just love that. And I just love that you say you do all of these things.
Yes, because I didn't used to, obviously, because I was raising my kids like my mom raised me.
Yes.
And then I realized I wasn't her. Like, what am I doing? How do I want to raise my kids? How do I want them to feel about me when they're older? Not how how I feel about my mom. Not like that. Meaning,
Exactly.
like,
Yeah.
you took over. You told me what to do. This isn't even what I wanted to do. That's why now I'm at this age doing what I want to do.
That is so true. And
I
that's
was,
so weird.
yeah, we will, one thing about parents, we will want that kid to see the world through our eyes so fast. And it's like, they haven't even had their own experiences. You're telling them not to do this. Don't do this. Don't do this. Words don't teach.
Definitely don't.
Words don't
experience
teach, only
that.
experiences.
Yes.
So
come
now
on.
we telling our kids what to do and not even letting them have the experiences that they
That is
need
true.
to be in this life.
That is so
They
true.
got to have their own experiences.
You know what I see for you as well? Not only just your gym, but I see you going into people's schools. Like I literally see you going into schools.
I want to so much.
See?
I want
See?
to. Like,
We've never
there's
had this
so many things I
conversation, by the
wanna
way,
do.
you guys. I just literally felt it. Like to tell you that sometimes I tell people what I see, sometimes I don't, because it kind of weirds people out. And if you,
I'm the same
if
way.
you don't understand it, you be like, who she thinks she is. But I see you in there really teaching our girls like proper like self-confidence, right? Like body confidence, because we are taught to like cover, or if we dress too sexual or things like that. And I'm a product of that. I'll say most of the time, 90% of the time, I'm wearing black, right? Maybe my clothes may not be too tighty because I never wanted, and I'm in this industry, I work a majority guys, right?
Right.
So I never wanted to seem like I was over sexualized.
Right.
And I felt like I had to prove myself to these men with my brain and my mouth and what's going on without showing my body.
Right.
But I be wanting to wear like some things,
yourself.
and I'm still struggling with that. Like even putting this dress on today, I was like, I think I'm a little tight. I don't know if I look good. Like
You
I'm
look
still
good.
doing that. So what advice would you give like our young girls that's struggling, or even us women that's still struggling with that? Like I don't think I'm ugly, clearly.
Right, yeah.
However, but it's okay to be sexual and don't feel like people are over sexualized, or they're going to feel like you're dumb because you're showing, you know, that you're healthy, or you like to show a little bit more skin. Like what advice would you give someone?
None.
Okay.
Do what makes you feel good. How do you feel when you do it? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So sometimes people are overcompensating. They are trying to do something like, okay, I don't have it here. Let me show it here.
Okay.
And you'll feel that. But when you put your stuff on, it's all about how you feel. It can never, ever, ever be about someone else's, or how you think they may perceive you, or how they may feel about it. Because once you start walking in that, they're going to feel you. That's why I don't want you people looking like, don't look at me. Feel me.
That's a
Feel
fact.
me. If you feel me, you'll understand everything about me. You won't even have a question. You're going to be able to feel me. So if you see me showing my stomach, you might be like, oh, she worked hard, girl. She just trying to get me as a client. Yeah, I am.
Come on. So
I
you
am.
could be looking
So
like
I'ma-
this. Thank you.
I'ma always have this stomach out. I am my business. This is my advertisement. This is what I can do. So let me show you.
I know that's right.
And in the meantime, yeah, am I trying to look sexy too? Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely, I'm a
because
woman.
why not? I'm a whole woman, baby. I am
A
woman.
woman.
Okay.
I was about to
So
say
listen,
that.
I'm gonna give you all of this, but at the same time, you'll see that I'm respecting myself, and then you'll do the same. You'll
Oh, I
follow
love
suit.
that. I love
Like,
that.
don't ever put yourself in a position to, have other people making you feel a certain kind of way, because that's normally what it is. A lot of men don't show this and don't do that, and it's like, mind your business.
That's definitely a fact.
You have to mind your business. You have to go with what makes you feel good. I learned a long time ago that what other people think don't even matter, man.
That's a fact.
Because people don't even think.
That's a fact.
And sometimes they're overthinking about you.
True.
How you overthinking about me? You don't even know me. Nigga, I barely know me.
Oh
I
my
be changing
God.
all the time.
That is my favorite line. So funny. Touched on that. Not
See,
funny.
my soul
It's real-
sister.
Yes. Oh my God. Journey so sad.
You're my
Tell
soul
people that.
sister.
Listen, I literally say, when they be like, oh, I know how you was going to react, so I ain't tell you this, or you were doing this. I
Like,
said,
I didn't-
first of all, you don't know me.
Right.
Because I barely know me. And I
Okay.
say it all the time. I said, I am changing every single day. Who
All the
I
time.
was 3 months ago, 6 months is not. What I was doing last year, I'm definitely not doing.
Okay.
I had already started working on and manifesting my other level that had nothing to do with what I was already previously doing, which was causing friction because I was already doing other things. It's been put on my heart, even for putting the book out, right? So you
Yeah.
know how some families are and how blacks are. You can't speak about that. You can't tell us this. But guess what? My guy told me, put this out.
That's right.
And guess what happened? I got my book done less than a year.
Congratulations.
And it's bigger than that, what it is. 3 series. and it was so much backlash, like so much crazy things to try to tear you from doing it. The editor, like just so much different things, even all the way down to the day of my book signing. I was about to cry. My books wasn't even there. However, it still came out to a beautiful thing. So I love that you say, don't worry about everybody else or what they say, because it'll stop your growth. And I'm still, like I tell people, I'm not perfect. I'm still working on it and embracing that I am like a woman. Like I have curves.
Yeah.
I am pretty. I should be able to do that and just walk more into that and show more of like my feminine side.
Yes.
Because I'm so dominant, it's ridiculous.
Me too. Me too. I understand. But you know what though? I think that when we realize that when people that these opinions from people are coming from them, their perspective, their way that they was raised, their way of life, which has nothing to do with us, how could we even accept it?
That's
You
true.
can't. Even that's what I'm saying. Even from your parents, it's hard to accept things from people that are not in your shoes.
That's so
This
true.
is from your perspective,
That's so
your
true.
experiences.
That is so true.
Can't have any effect on me. It just can't. I'm
See,
sorry.
that's why I needed her here, y'all. Y'all don't understand. That is why I needed you here. I watch your clips. I hear how you talk. I see how you walk. And I love that. I really do. And I really appreciate that. I am so glad that you are sharing yourself, not only with me right now, but for everyone else who's going to watch it, for everyone else who's going to listen. All that's going to do is just grab them and make them come. So in the next 5 years, what is the plan? What will be? So not what I'm going to try, but what will be in the next 5 years for your brand, for you, and for others?
Okay. So for me, for others, for my son, for my family, oh my God.
Beautiful
5
family,
years.
by the way.
Thank you so much.
welcome.
5 years, I see us doing more of what we love. More with this gym. We have to do more. I want to do more connections with people. I want to do a podcast because a lot of people don't know this, but I like to talk.
Well, you got a home here, so
Look,
honey, we
I
can set
like to
that
talk a
up.
lot. Like
We can
I
set this
really
up.
like to talk. So, and not only do I like to talk, I like to hear other people talk too, and I like to hear their stories, and I like to hear different perspectives about things, and I don't know. So I feel like I want to move in the direction of podcasts.
Well, you are going to move in the direction to podcast. Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to do that. I want to do more things with like businesses. Like, you know, some people have we had this thing where we went into a business, my son and I, and it was like on there after work. He had like 6 employees there, and we went there and did like a class with his employees. I loved that. I would love to do more things like that, where we go into a business and set your employees up with like some healthy eating tips, like a quick workout on their lunch break. And it's so many things that I want to put in motion. Right now, we are having other trainers train in our gym. So that's
Okay.
a great
That's
thing.
amazing.
Yes, we have new trainers now. So I love that. I love the connections. And like I said, we're getting people that are just like us. I love that. Our new trainer, Dre, he is amazing.
Hi, Dre.
Yeah, hi, Dre. Shout out to him. And he's bringing in a lot of different women because he does big group classes starting at 5 a.m. So I really want to just heal.
Yes.
And that is
Keyword.
in many forms. It's not even
Keyword.
just the body, you know, the mind, the heart, the everything. And I know a lot of that can be done just through taking a look at your diet, you know, what your everyday habits are. It's just so many things that we can together focus on and work on and make better.
Yes, of course.
Want to do more community stuff too. I definitely want to do more things.
And
that
you
involve the community.
can and you will. And the funny thing about Baltimore is like we have all these little separate little like islands like here,
Yeah.
here, and here. The only thing is, and I've discovered some new things about Baltimore that I've been here my whole life. So I didn't even know of some of these sectors. But they have like different things. I can send them to you, just different places. And I sit on a board at St. Francis Neighborhood Center in the White Lock area.
Okay.
So even doing anything in a community, we have community meets. If it's something, say, hey, I want to come see the kids. I want to try to do something. I could definitely connect you to that as well, if that's something that you want to do. And just start looking on our little Eventbrite. Let me tell you something about Eventbrite.
I know. That's
Okay.
right.
Okay. You looking for something here and to do, or you want to just meet different people, you would be surprised what's right around the corner.
Yeah.
So, like, if you need any avenues or just trying to do that, we can. I can say, hey, let's go see, blah, blah, blah. That's fine. I just want you to just keep being you.
Thank you.
I do. I really do. No matter what stage you are in your life, where you're going and what you're going to transcend to, I feel like you're going to touch. And I know that you are going to touch so many different people's lives because you touch mine. And that's
Shiver.
just me just watching you, right? And then your energy just coming over. Like, I can literally feel like, I'm hot. I am never hot. I'm never warm, nervous. Like, my legs are sweating and stuff. I'm like, ooh, I hope I'm doing good, right? And I was just like, I am just so grateful that you shared your energy with me today.
Thank you.
Like, I want you to know that you are appreciated. And I know you don't do it for the accolades. I know you don't do it for people to tell you that. But let me tell you something. You need to hear it.
Thank you. And it is good to hear. So, and I
See?
appreciate it. Thank you so much.
You are welcome.
you.
You are so welcome. So, your 5 years, the plan, the schools, the podcast, right? With your podcast, let me just, because I'm a podcaster, so I gotta tap into
good
that.
one too.
Thank you. What do you think you would talk about? You say you like to talk, but what do you think would be your strong suits to talk about?
What we're doing right now.
Woo!
This is my thing. Like, I like to just have these conversations because you know why? They just flow.
Yes.
They just flow.
Yes.
You didn't send me questions.
Absolutely not.
And I was telling my best friend, I said, oh, she didn't send me any questions. And then I said to her, it doesn't matter because every time people send me questions, I end up saying a different answer than what I anticipated on saying anyway. So I was actually glad. I like that the conversation can just flow. The energy is there, and we're just like really having a great
exchange. Time. I love it. I'm just so loving it. I'm so happy. Like,
just
my
literally co-creating.
Yes, my cheeks hurt. So I'll tell you a little secret why I don't do that, because I never know what I'm going to ask.
Good. See, same thing.
Honestly,
okay.
I never really know what I'm going to ask. I'm very strategic of who I pick, first of all. So I was like, okay, I'm going to get it. I've been watching you long enough. If I don't know what the hell going on in your life, I'm asking you to come on my show.
Right.
And I'm going to be like, well, in 19 something, did you do? I'm not doing that. What I'm going to do is be authentically me. And I want my guests to be authentically you. I was going to say, do you want to drink? But I was like, let me be cute because I got to get on the boards later. But with that being said, I had no questions. Any questions there was, I was just going to let it come.
Yeah.
And I was like you said, exchange of energy.
Yeah.
So I would know by body language. I would know, like a side eye. I would know if I asked a question that made you feel uncomfortable. And then I already had the prelims when I've been trying to get you, and you were like, listen, is it all sexual? I ain't doing this. And I was like,
remember? I told my best friend that.
What? No, that's not it. I said, I'm so sorry. But then I realized the other energies that I was attached to at the time.
Yeah.
And what was coming off and being portrayed. That's why I told you, like, no, listen, I rebranded myself, blah, 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 just to let you know. And then you was like, all right, I'm going to do it. I still got to keep telling people, I'm a beast. I'm that girl. Y'all like Beyonce's song, I'm that girl. That's my song. It gets me going. And anytime you want to come back, anytime you want to talk about anything, just say, hey, look, this topic was on my mind because I am a part of Digital Impact Studios. For anybody, shameless plug. If you're looking for a podcast home, content creation, that's what I do. I have clients. I help organize them and push them into the right thing.
I love that.
Lee is my engineer / producer on this project, as well as teaching me the ropes. So the same thing that he does, I do as well for certain other podcasters. You can get plugged in right here. This is your home. You let us know what to do. We got the whole works, and we're here to support you no matter what you want to do and work around your schedule.
Thank you.
And I just appreciate anything you want to get off your chest or you want to ask me. It's okay. I do let my guests ask me something, but it's up to you.
No, I really don't. I just want to say thank you because, man, like, this has actually been a fun time playing with you right now. Like, this has just been a lot of fun for me. I love your energy.
Thank you.
I love it. I love it. You feel really good.
Thank you.
And the genuineness, all of that, like, I love it. This was perfect.
Thank you.
I appreciate you. Thanks for your persistence.
Yes, because let me tell you something. It's everything. Sometimes I get shunned upon that sometimes because I'm going to do what I want to do. If my eyes go, like, I'm going to make it happen. And then once they told me to tap into my Ori, which is my higher self, I'm putting it out there. I'm going to say, listen, this gonna happen. I was not taking no for an answer. I'm telling you, I was like this close to like stalking you and Sugar Race. Like it's not even funny. And then coming to your gym, I said if I get in the room, I show up and I'm in her face. She may say, "All right, well maybe I'll think about it right now." Okay, and then I show up to your gym.
Right.
I was going to get you,
Which is like 5 minutes from here.
listen. I was going to get you before the end of this year or the end of January. That was my goal. I was like, if I don't get her, I'm going to get her. Even
Perfect
when we
timing
had to
though,
mix up,
right?
but it was perfect timing.
Perfect timing.
I appreciate you. Could you please drop your Instagram handles
Yes,
again?
absolutely.
And your website for everybody.
Yes, it's great to be me.
Look at the camera.
Oh, which one?
Anyone, just look that
Oh,
way.
okay. So it's great to be me with the number 2. So it's great. The number 2, one letter B, me. That's my personal account. Supreme Fitness _training and Supreme Fitness online. Also follow my son Fit Supreme.
Yes, shout out,
He
son.
is something special.
Yes.
My website, Fit Supreme Fitness. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Supreme Fit Training. That's my website, Supreme Fit Training. You can also Google Supreme Fitness.
It does pop up.
Googling me is
And it's in their link tree in their bio, just in case y'all didn't know. It's definitely there. And I will have all of that dropped in the bottom of the description.
Thank you
If there's
so
something you
much.
want me to specifically put down there, you can just text it to me and
Okay.
we'll make sure it's attached. This episode will be on all streaming platforms.
Yes.
It definitely will be on YouTube, even if it's just the audio. I will send it to you once it's done, so you'll
Thank
also have
you.
it for your own keeping. And I just want to say thank you so much, Queen. I
Yes,
appreciate
thank
you.
you.
And everyone at home, let me tell you something. The journey is your journey. Your path is your path. There is no right, there is no wrong. It's all about where you want to go. So once you envision what you see and what you want to be, you put in the work. It starts with the mindset, just a thought. Then you just keep it going. And with that, this has been another episode of The Journey of a Soul Sister. Thank you.
I love that.
This is a Anything Goes podcast production.